Hello everyone, and welcome to another video on my playthrough of Absolute War by Carl Paradas. This is a situation at the end of the German second turn, so July-August, or the beginning of the Soviet turn of July-August, if you will. A couple of interesting things happened. The Germans tried a major offensive over here, which succeeded. So there's a pocket marker there. They can score another. It's called a war status point. So yeah, it's basically a victory point for the pocket there if they remain in control of it. Something that also stands out is the two Panzer armies here that have do not have any infantry support with them, so that makes them a bit vulnerable for a Russian counterattack, because the Russians still get to place some reinforcements, some replacements. So probably those units will be attacked, and they are vulnerable now that they're completely on their own. Something also here in the southeast, as you can see. There's a Russian unit, and well, according to the original rules that come with the game, it would be out of supply at the beginning of the Soviet phase, because supply cannot be traced through a contested zone. However, I did come across a Board Game Geek post where the designer himself suggested that supply should be possible through a contested zone if it was last controlled by your side, which in this case it is, which is why I put a control marker here, Soviet control marker. So it actually would be in supply. Well, that does make a big difference, because if it were unsupplied, for instance, it would only have a move of 1, and it could only move to a friendly control zone, which basically means in this particular case it couldn't move anywhere because there is no friendly control zone. Mind you that even with that rules update, this is still a contested zone. It's just a contested zone that was originally controlled by the Soviets, or last controlled by the Soviets, I should say. So it can't move anywhere because this zone is German controlled. But with that last rule update, it can actually trace supply through this zone to, I hope I pronounce it correctly, Dnipropetrovsk, and it can trace supply there. So it could actually move into this zone. It would be out of supply then the next zone, because it couldn't trace supply then if the rest of the situation stayed the same. It's probably a foolish thing to try anyway, because you will be a bit of a nuisance to the Germans, but that unit would be cut off itself. So it's probably a better idea to probably attack the first Panzer here and try to get some support from this unit here, or probably even the other way around. This unit would have to be the lead attacking unit, I think, because it's in a contested zone, and it is in a contested zone. It does have a white star, which means it normally could only defend, but I believe there's a rule in there in the rulebook that's an exception to that if it's in a contested zone, then you actually do get to attack with a white star as well, or a burst symbol, or whatever they call it. And then this unit could support with the yellow burst symbol. Yeah, those are the Panzer Division here up north as well, with a damaged Luftwaffe air fleet. Yeah, so those are basically the main things that stand out from this turn. One other thing I could briefly mention is this unit cannot draw supply from Odessa. Well, it could actually draw supply from Odessa. Well, yeah, in this case it can, because from Odessa you can just trace a land supply line back to the back to Siberia, but only the coastal areas themselves can trace across the Black Sea to Siberia, which is the Soviet supply source. But you cannot trace it from a coastal area onto a zone that is not itself a coastal area. So that is something to keep in mind as well. Yeah, enjoying this game, and I'm going to play the second Russian turn now. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you again on the next one. Thank you for watching.